One. Let's get started.
Welcome to an episode of Kawaii Conversations with your host, Lady Masquerade. Let's chat. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing fabulous during our snowed-in time in Memphis. So I wanted to get into what some of my favorite anime characters are. And number one, we're gonna start with Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Honestly, I really love Hiei because he definitely is one of those unemotional but very emotional characters that you just kind of grow to love due to his character development. I think his character development can be, a little on and off at times. Like, he remains the I'ma be by myself, but I'ma still help y'all kind of grasp of things, like this, you get the gist. It's like he one of them friends that ain't, that's a great friend, even though he himself does not want to deem himself a friend to the group. He contributed a lot to the group, believe it or not. I believe he did. I just hate I never got to see his Jiganshi form again. I hope I said that right, but the green form where like his whole body is green and has the eyes, and then you can see his Jigan eye real good. I just hate that it was never used again in the series. And for those of you who don't know, Hiei is a character from Yu Yu Hakusho. And honorary mention, also Kurama. I love me some Kurama too. But Yoko Kurama, clock it. Because he's gorgeous, okay? Whoever decided to draw him, I just hate that he could not go full Yoko in the show. Like, he can't even go full Yoko unless it's for at least like maybe a few minutes. Or, I think towards the end of the series, he was able to keep the form longer, because I just got done rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho. And I was happy with the ending, but at the same time, I kind of wanted more for like Hiei and Kurama. Eventually, I would have loved for Hiei in the series to actually tell Yukina that he was her brother. And I'm not sure how they would go about it, because it did end on a good note. Like, it had a very decent ending. I'm not even sure how they would go about like restarting the series, but we'll see. Next on my list, we cannot forget about the Queen of Neptune herself, Miss Michiru. Yes, Sailor Neptune is another one of my favorite anime characters, because of the fact that she was the calm before you got that watery storm, baby. Honestly, I feel like she is such an underrated character in Sailor Moon to me, especially because of how powerful she is. But it's like she's powerful with that very soft personality. Powerful, but with a soft personality. And I love that about her character. She played the violin, she loved to swim. But she could beat you up. She could drown you. Even had a mirror. Transformation came with a new lip combo, baby. Well, really all their transformations did, but still, come on now. Like, You can't tell me nothing bad about Michiru ever. Honestly, ever. I don't care. Like, she's just not a bad character to me. And she also seemed like she was way more mature. Her and Sailor Uranus were very much more mature than the rest of the group. Minus Jupiter. Jupiter was mature too. So, but I love Michiru. Like, it's hard for me to even get into so much of why, because it's just like I resonated with her so well. And Neptune is also my favorite planet, so that really stuck out to me. And not to mention, the number one reason why I think I love her the most is because her hair is my favorite color, and my favorite color is turquoise. So her color scale being in my favorite color made so much sense to me, and I love it. I really, really do. And I'm glad that Sailor Moon, the series, did come to an ending. But can we admit that some of the villains in Sailor Moon was not exactly it? And they might have been a little too funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, we got a vacuum. A vacuum villain. But it was still good nonetheless. I enjoyed Sailor Moon as a kid, and I still enjoy watching it now as an adult. I could watch the entire series, including the movies, all in one day and be happy. You know, I might fall asleep in between because I'm 30, but you know. Yeah, I love it. I really, really do. Oh, you know what? I think my girl Claire from Claymore deserves a lot. Now, Claire was a bit robotic in the beginning of Claymore. You know, she was half Yoma, half human. So, of course, you know, she preferred to let a little bit of Yoma slip at every once in a while. She traveled with this boy named Rocky, whom she met after rescuing him, of course. But Claire is one of my favorite characters because she learned that it was okay for her to have feelings. And I love that. I also love that she wasn't a damsel in distress character. I love non-damsel female characters, and I kind of hate how, like, in some animes they'll do this thing where we'll have this really powerful female character, and then boom, once she gets a man, all her powers just boom, they out the window, or she's too weak to fight for herself. I'm tired of anime sometimes doing it, and they do it a lot. I don't like that. And even with female superheroes, that gets done a lot too. Like, stop nerfing powerful female characters, please and thank you. We need those. So with Claire, to me, her development was perfect for me. I feel like she went from I don't care about you to, oh my gosh, I care a lot. You know, in the series, especially when it came to Rocky, because of course, eventually they did find out that they love each other. And the manga was 10 times better. I love the manga for Claymore. The manga for Claymore, I would suggest you reading after watching the anime, because the anime of Claymore kind of feels like it's unfinished versus the manga. I feel like they should have gave Claymore like maybe 5 more episodes in conclusion, just to give us more of something for Claire and Rocky's ending together, you know. But at the same time, like I said, I love Claymore. The gore was good, the fighting was good. All the scenes in Claymore had a purpose, and I love that. All the side characters had a purpose, and I love that. And it wasn't too long of a side character story. Like, I love when they give side characters a quick purpose versus giving me like 16 episodes for just this one character that ain't even that important. Because at the end of the day, I mean, Claire's childhood was rough. It really, really was. But, you know, her fighting through all of that as both a young girl up to a teenager, like, it's just, I think she had great character development, but I just hate how tragic her childhood and story was. You know, like, she didn't get to grow up the way you would expect a younger girl to be able to grow up, you know. And it's crazy to me. So yeah, I think Claire deserved a couple more, well, not Claire, but Claymore deserved a few more episodes. And I really do love Claire from Claymore. She's one of my favorite main characters. Y'all know who I'm about to talk about next. Mr. Handsome, short man Hitsugaya himself. So yes, Toshiro Hitsugaya from Bleach. I can't tell y'all how much I love that man. I can't. I can't even express how much I love him. Okay? Toshiro is one of my favorite characters because he don't play no games. Nobody, but the sad part is, it's like people don't want to take him seriously because he's short. But it's just like, dude is probably one of the smartest captains in Bleach. One of the smartest. He's a great strategist. He thinks. Hell, he even passed one of the tests and was possibly gonna surpass another captain that's a little bit higher in ranks. You know, one of them even said it themselves. Like, Toshiro just that guy. He's that guy. You can't tell me otherwise. And I mean, granted, you know, everybody around him like to goof around and shit like that. But now Toshiro be like, calm that shit down. Calm it down. Because y'all know better. Like, he gonna tell it to him for real. Because they know at the end of the day, Toshiro ain't finna play with you. He's just not. He not finna play with you at all. Like, I believe Toshiro deserves a lot more mentions in favorite characters. I mean, yes, Ichigo or Hime, Chad and all of them is great and all that, blah, blah, blah. You know, but Toshiro, I think he deserves more screen time. That's only because I love him. Like, I really, really do. I like him. He's one of my favorite captains from Bleach and always will be. He definitely always will be, for sure. Oh my gosh. Y'all, my nose. Y'all know I'm by the window, so it's a little cold right here. But I'm trying to get y'all this before I go do this Jean Grey cosplay, which I'm actually going to shoot the video for right after this. You know what? I ain't even gonna lie to you. Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Another one of my favorite characters. Honestly, I think his character development, that right there, going from I hate everybody, you know, like he hated the man he worked for, he hated Kakarot. Going from I hate everybody but my wife and kids, baby, that is real character development. And honestly, I feel like Vegeta worked way harder than Goku. Yes, I know you're gonna be mad at me after saying that, but I don't give a damn. Goku had plot armor, Vegeta had will. That's the one thing I loved about Vegeta. Vegeta had the will to train, the will to be stronger, the will to be better, the will to want to take care of his family, the will to do what he needed to fucking do, okay? Like, you can't tell me Vegeta... You can't tell me Vegeta wasn't, like, in tune with his emotions at some point in DBZ, because he was doing the most at first to try to make it seem like he didn't want to be around Bulma and stuff like that, or he didn't want her kissing him and nothing like that. And then, you know, later on, them two like this, like glue. Now she got that man so tame, she could tell him they ain't gonna take a bath together and he can sit down. When she tell him he need a shower, he getting in that shower. But y'all know what? I love Vegeta because he was able to show that he cared. You know, it might not have always been in the best way, you know, but he cared. He just cared in his own like rough but soft way. It's got to be a word for that somewhere. I'm not sure, but I do love Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z and Bulma too. Like, I love Bulma. I think Bulma is also an amazing character in Dragon Ball Z because technically without her, the whole world of Dragon Ball wouldn't have even really happened. Like, let's be real. Bulma is really the real star here, not Goku. So, yeah. Yep. Now let's move. Last, but certainly not the least on this list, is my girl, Saya from Blood Plus. And you cannot tell me that Saya was not that girl. Now, Saya is a vampire queen, otherwise known as a chiropteran queen. Of course, y'all know Blood Plus is very gory. It's basically an anime about how, like, she has to train to fight her sister. She's getting her memories back. She's learning things about herself, including things that she ends up hating about herself. You know, because she doesn't remember most of what she did when she was younger, and she was even unaware of the fact that she wasn't even human. But I love Saya due to the fact that she never really just let the inhuman parts of her become her whole existence. Like, it's like she enjoyed a bit of both, like her inhuman and human parts, which is what I loved about her. Like, there's no question. Like, I just love that about her. You know, like, I say like too much, y'all. I'm sorry. I need to work on these speeches. But, and Haji, oh my God. I needed me a Haji so bad when I first met him on that screen, baby. The way he protects Saya, the way he would do anything that she wanted of him. I knew he was in love with her from the very beginning, especially because, you know, they have had a friendship for centuries. They've known each other for centuries. And, you know, I'm glad that when he got, you know, a little bit older, well, she started treating him better. Because at first, I ain't gonna lie, Saya used to treat Haji like shit. She really did. But when, you know, when she realized she needed to be better towards him, she did. She did. And I can appreciate that on her note, even though she probably didn't remember all of that. But yeah, I'm glad. You know, I'm glad they got to that point where they were nicer to each other. Well, she was nicer to him because she was mean to him. But yeah, I also cannot stand what Diva did to Riku. And I will never forgive Diva for that, okay? Diva is an evil character. She's probably one of the best evil characters out there because you will not be able to stand her. The whatever actress ever plays her in real life, just know we ain't gonna be able to stand you, boo, because what Diva did to Riku is unforgivable. Very unforgivable. I could not stand her, and I probably won't mention what she did because I would rather y'all go watch Blood Plus and then, you know, come back and talk to me about it, because guess what? Yeah, we don't mess with Diva around these parts. I'm pretty sure it might be some vampires out there just like her. Oh my gosh. So in conclusion, those are a few of my favorite anime characters. Let me know if y'all would like a part 2 to this video down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I gotta go ready to become Jean Grey. So bye-bye. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, boy.